What's up, YouTube? It's me again, and welcome to my first annual Halloween special where October movie reviews are nothing but horror. And I'll do like that, that's a little special take that I'm going to be trying to do for you this month. I have Shelby Oaks I'm going to be reviewing this week, and then I have the Halloween movie I'm going to be reviewing in the following week. So I have a few more reviews I'm going to do for y'all throughout this month of October, and I hope you really like these specials. But today, we're going to get into the Black Phone 2, and this is going to be about the same characters, Gwen and Finn, with the grabber still following up on them. And I'm going to put the trailer in this review just so you could go back and see, because some people haven't seen it yet, and there's been mixed reviews about this movie. But this is going to go back to the first film, pretty much. It's a continuation 4 years later when Gwen is about 15 and Finn is about 17. And it was good to see that they have grown up. They have really shown some maturity and growth in their characters. Even the dad, this is what I liked of how it all comes back full circle. I'm going to say that because in the beginning is the same as what happened in the movie when Finn was getting bullied, and then now it's showing that it seemed like he's the bullied and he's haven't got over the trauma of the grabber, and that's understandable. He was a kid and it's still haunting him, and you could see it and tell because he's doing, I want to say he has gotten into some type of drug, and that's when I'm gonna leave it at. He has got into some type of drug to cope. He has coping problems that he's dealing with, and it seems like Gwen has more strength of dealing with it. But later on in the movie, he does say to them, "You don't know what it's like to be down there." So it is a very emotional thing, and what he's going through. I do like how the dad is still involved, and he is really trying to be a good parent. He is really trying. He put his foot forward. He has been sober for many, many years. And it's so funny, in the beginning of the movie, you see him with a glass bottle. You was like, oh my God, he's back to drinking beer. And it turned out, I believe it was a Sprite. And it's good to see that too. You still see the bond that Finn and Gwen have, and they really do love each other. They have a very good sibling love for each other. And it's still carried on into this film as well. As far as the first film, you really seen it, but in this film, it's still there. And Gwen is still a very potty mouth. She is a potty mouth. She is still the same. She has growth, but she is still the same from the first one. She don't take ish from nobody. And Finn has this wall that he's carrying with him, and has strength, but he is also still frightened. This movie takes place of Gwen getting these dreams that's related to 3 deaths that happened at a lake called Alpine Lake, which is where the deaths happen. And this is where they send her a message in the dream. She's like, all right, we got to go there. And Finn don't want to go, but him, he loves his little sister, so he ends up going. And on the surprising end, they have a tag along, which goes back to the first film too. And I don't want to tell you that because that was a little treat that I didn't really see in the movie. And they go to this lake, and it turns into a mystery. They're trying to figure out what happened to these kids. These kids need to be found, to be set free. Their soul is still trapped. They need to be set free. And it comes about that, of course, the grabber is the one who killed them, and he comes back. And he comes back where it all started. So this lake, the Alpine Lake, it's a Christian camp. And the grabber was the one where he started his journey of being a serial killer. And that's where he's originating from, his strength, how he comes back. Basically, he is coming back as Freddy Krueger. Y'all seen the trailers. Y'all all seen that come back as Freddy Krueger. And I do like how, it gave me a Freddy Krueger vibe, and then the camp. And that gave me the Jason Voorhees vibe. But throughout this film, you could kind of see, no, you can't kind of, you can tell when there is a dream and when they're in the real world. The camera does give you the two differences. When they're in Dream, it gets to that old school look, and it's like shaking cam. It's really nice. And then I like how it converts back to the real world where, we got that high definition. It's a really good touch. I do like that. The Grabber, he is still menacing, and he is definitely Freddy Krueger. The way his body looks, his skin. It was a scene where, I don't want to say too much, but his feet, you gonna see his feet towards the end, like the last scene. He has like some I don't even know how to explain it without giving it to y'all. But let's just say frozen feet. I'm gonna just say that. And his features are of definitely a dead person. So I do enjoy that. I do enjoy how they have a tag-along character, which I'm not going to spoil. And then at the camp, there is other characters. The main camp leader, his niece, and then two other employees that work there. And oh my goodness, they are definitely on those other two. They have fear of not wanting to help throughout the movie, and that was good to see. It showed that they have fear, and they like, we don't want no parts of it. And the murders aren't hidden when it comes to the Grabber butchering those three boys that they're trying to set free. And also, I would think that towards the end, there was a family moment with Gwen, Finn, and their dad. And it was a very emotional moment where it felt like, damn, this is a real family in real life. Somebody is going after the other and they don't want to hear the truth. They have to confront themselves. And I did like that take. That was one of the best scenes into the movie. And also, everything comes back full circle to the beginning. It goes back in between present and past. Not future, but present and past. And you seen that the gifts that they both inherit. I believe Finn has the gift too. And of course, Gwen has the gift as well. Y'all seen her gift where, she has the dreams and stuff like that. So they inherited these gifts. And the dad thought it was a curse, but it never was a curse. And they go back in between past and present, and it gets very emotional at the end when you start to see what happened and what took place. Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much, but yes, it's a very good thought of what they did. And I enjoyed the movie. I know my wife did. I know people have, I have friends hit me up like, okay, they liked it. I had other friends hit me like, oh, it was all right. But I think from my point of view, it was a solid movie. And I do think that, I honestly believe that they didn't even need to make a second one. To be honest, they didn't need to make Black Phone 2. Everyone was satisfied with the first movie. But this is Hollywood, baby. Some of y'all gonna get that. Some of y'all gonna get that. But I liked it. I enjoyed it. And it's worth a watch in the theaters for sure. And if you think it's just gonna be like a straight up slasher, it is not. I can't believe it went into a mystery take, but I enjoyed it. I would give this movie a solid 7.5 out of 10, which is still pretty good, and especially in today's world. And that means y'all should go check it out in theaters. But hey, have you seen Black Phone 1? Are you going to see Black Phone 2? And if you have seen Black Phone 2, what do you think about the movie? Do you think they're going to make a Black Phone 3? You never know. But hey, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll get back to you in the next one. Peace.